Good Chalamayid, happy weekday festival. Welcome to the Jason and Linda Himmelfarb Sukkah. Sponsored by the clown who killed my mother-in-law. A new film directed by Jason Himmelfarb. And by my sugar daddy. A new song just released by Linda Himmelfarb. More sponsorships available. You know, it's I find it amazing that it's over least. We celebrate, we commemorate, Sukkos commemorates 40 years living in a hot, dry desert by sitting 8 days in the freezing rain. And, it's been raining since 15 minutes before Sukkah started, just when I started putting up my Sukkah. Didn't get it finished till Chalamoyim, so 2 days of fasting. But Mayim is a siman bracha. Water is a siman bracha, and the Hashkafa brachas with divine provinces. My daughter Bracha has pneumonia from the rain. It's amazing. She insisted on staying in the sukkah every single meal. I'm so proud of her. She even wanted to sleep inside the sukkah, but I said, Bracha, we're not extremists. My son is the opposite. He asked me, he said, Tati, why don't we celebrate Halloween? I said, Mendel, Jews don't believe in ghosts, chas v'shalom, lahavdil elef avdolas. Now finish reading those shpizin before Elionavi throws you out of the sukkah. You may have noticed that the sukkah is on the back of a flatbed truck. That's because half our property was confiscated following the last Hanukkah's arson incident when our giant public menorah fell over after everyone surprised Larry Hershcovich by singing happy birthday just as he was lighting the 8th candle. Anyway, half the city went down in flames, but sadly, the menorah was uninsured. But the flatbed truck that we are in today was sponsored by Larry Hershcovich, who remembered Chabad in his will. And that is why I think that today is an appropriate time for you to remember Chabad in your will. Which is why I invited our local notary, Fatima bin Laden. She's sitting there in the back. If you need your will change, you could go over there. Hey, yalla lili. Hula hula. Lamabalu. You know, having a flatbed truck also gives you an opportunity to go travel around the city and shake lulav with so many people. But and if not for the tragic speeding incident during the Motzei Shabbos Chalamoyed Farbrengen on the I-87, when the vortex from going over 100 miles an hour sent half the sukkah flying right into the road onto the police cruiser that was behind us wailing its siren. In the chaos. Tragically, in the chaos, the pitum fell off my Esser. And now, since then, nobody in the entire city has been able to shake lulav. It's very sad. I'd like to. Do we have a minion? Do we like Shia Esa? Oh hi, Mrs. Volka. Okay, we need 6 more to be. Who should I call? There's someone who just moved in recently. No, I don't have a phone. Oh boy. George! Official Rabbi Yaakov Alevi! How are you? You're in the hospital. Still. Is it from the hazing incident on Rosh Hoshaana? Don't worry, I spoke to a urologist. It grows back. Listen, did Shandy come by with her famous chicken soup? Yeah, did you taste it? It was another part of the hazing. It was actually salmon in the soup. What? You're allergic to fish? Okay. Listen, we need you for a minion. I'm wondering, paralysis. Okay. Look, what if I send 4 men over to carry the stretcher? You know, I would come myself, but I have a toothache, and they say it's bad for the back. No, hello? He hung up on me. Okay, I'd like to share with you a Bible word. And this time I'm gonna translate everything in English, because by my Ne'ilah sermon, apparently some people didn't know that the word die is Hebrew for enough. I'm still paying that court-appointed psychiatrist. So, on the festival of the Pentecost, we gather the 4 species: the citron, the palm frond, the willow branch, and the cannabis. And these 4 species represent 4 different kinds of Jews. The citron, which has beautiful smell and a taste, represents Jews who have commandments in the Bible. And the willow is the opposite. The palm frond represents the Jews who have a lot of Bible. And the cannabis represents the Jews who have a lot of commandments. And the cannabis doesn't have a taste. I once tried it. It brought me a little more of the joy of the holiday, but it doesn't have a taste. It smells. It smells very strong smell. And someone, I'm not going to mention their name, but someone in the community, I'm not going to mention their name because they're a little bit of a nudge, to be honest. Someone called me a hypocrite. They said, Rabbi Hershcovich, how could you say that the willow, it represents a Jew without Torah or mitzvahs? But you're hiding it. I saw in your lulav. I saw you hiding it behind all the cannabis. Are you trying to hide the Jews without Torah or mitzvahs? I said, Shandy, my dear wife. The reason why I use so much cannabis is it beautifies the whole mitzvah. It brings joy it makes it a high holidays. It's beautiful, and it holds together the willow branches, which represent the Jews who don't have any Torah mitzvahs. Of course, we held them all together. We love, particularly, that's why I actually tried to get the Lubavitch custom is to have a lot of cannabis. This year, I tried to get 613, but they didn't have. I ended up having 420. Of we're everything together, and even the willow branch, the Jews who have no Torah mitzvahs, we gather them right with the lulav. And in case I forgot to mention, today's Hoshaana Rabbah. If you didn't get your willow branches, we take the willow branches, we smack it 5 times on the floor as hard as you can. You try to really whack it, and then we throw it on the top of our sukkah. I have a couple of extra. Whoa, what was that? The sukkah's moving. Why are you towing my sukkah?